Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the lichess bot series. Our next opponent is Middlegame with a rapid rating of 1815. So we're going to challenge him in 1510 rated as usual. We have the white pieces. Let's do e4 for a change. We've done some knight c3, I think some d4. Okay, knight c6. Now this is already, it's not a mistake, but it's not the most common. I think the most natural move in the world for me is just d4, threatening d5. But if d4, what does he do? e5, I push, he has knight e7 maybe. d5, I push, and I think that's an improved French. I don't see any problem with d4. Let's just play d4. d5, e5, I'm happy. e5, I probably push, and yes, he can go, like, say if this. Ah, okay, so he plays this. I'm happy with that, because this is going to be an improved French advance, right? The point is he will not be able to play this one, which is a key move in the French defense. To start attacking this d4 pawn, destabilizing the center. So it feels like already a bad opening for him. Not losing, probably still about equal, but, well, okay, maybe slightly better for white, but nothing decisive. It should be easier to play at least, which is good. Wow, that's not very... Wow. I didn't expect that. Does it threaten anything? Not really. Bishop g4. I mean, it's playable, I guess, now, but it's not really a good move. Knight f3, bishop g4, h3. I think that's fine. So I think I can just do that and ignore him. What is he really threatening? I mean, at the end, let's say I do this. Is he ever going to be able to push g5? I doubt it, because my bishop controls. No, I don't believe it. I think we shouldn't be scared of these suspicious moves. Just keep developing. If there's a concrete threat, just deal with it, but otherwise, just ignore it. Okay, there is something slightly annoying. This is what I wanted. The problem is I can't take with the queen because this hangs. So I'd have to do this first. That way I can recapture with the bishop. So that's option one. Another option is to start simply with this, which is fine and solid, and also perhaps prepares this eventually. But I feel like this develops a piece. So when in doubt, you know, between pushing a pawn, developing a piece, because it was pushing a pawn to support preemptively something that's not already attacked. You see, like, if he plays this at some point, this will come with tempo, so it's good that I didn't play it immediately. Now, perhaps castling is premature. Maybe I should start with this, just to see what does he want to do. Does he want to release the tension or go here? This forces him into a choice. Okay. So if I castle, let's say I castle, can he somehow create an attack? Like, can he long castle and do some crazy thing like this? Not immediately, but I don't know. Okay, let's start with that. We're not in a hurry to castle. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, so d4 is safe. That was the whole point of bishop e2, of course. Okay, but that feels like a waste of time, because, I mean, okay, I guess he can play g5 because he eliminated the knight, so there is a point. Okay, there is reason behind the madness, but it's still a bit strange. I don't believe it. Like, okay, he does this, and then what? Where's the threat? To just give me a pawn here? Like, what does that really do? Should I be worried about this kind of nonsense? I think I just castle. I'm not quite sure where these pieces go. Like knight c3, I'm not sure. Like it blocks this pawn. Knight here blocks this bishop. I'm not sure. Like bishop again. Does it belong here to defend? No, that looks lame. But if it goes here, it can get kicked. Let's just play the moves that I know are correct. Okay, now he's created some weaknesses on the king side here by pushing this. And he's now pushing that, which means that his king will never really be safe in a castling position. That's good. If this... I mean, I suppose I could start with that to create an outpost here. Maybe my knight could go here. Because if I do this, whenever he tries to put something here, I have that. There's no reason to play that immediately. I can play it with a free tempo later. And I still don't know where this bishop goes. Here it gets kicked. Here, it's passive. This, first of all, there's no need to defend it. And even if there was, I think a better way to defend would be like this. Actually, this is possible with the idea of that. But it's not really... Okay, I don't know. Let's do this one. Yes, I'm giving this square, but I'm not worried because I'm very happy to see a piece here and then... Okay, this is very strange. So what does he want? Rook b6? I mean, what? Should I care? Like, if I do this and then what? Rook b6 and I just go here, and what is he doing with the rook on b6 exactly? I guess he could move the knight at some point and play c6, but it's a whole lot of tempo and it's not clear what he achieves. This, and then what? And then this. Nah, he's gonna have a problem. This blocks the pieces. I'm not sure. I think this is more flexible. I'm getting a knight here. Let's be more flexible. The more pieces come out, the... Okay, this... I thought it's a whole lot of nothing. Like, yeah, it looks like he's pushing pawns against my king and that should be worrying, but how does he ever get this? F5 is never a threat. I think G4 I just take and I don't see the follow-up for him. So he doesn't really have a threat. The way I see it, this is a waste of time. So if I play C4, trying to immediately open the center. The problem with C4 is that I leave this square behind. So he could use it, but maybe I just try to go faster. And then somehow create an attack on the light squares, like this. The other idea was this, just being more patient. This I feel like he can already start playing like this and force me to exchange. And if this, he takes and I take. I don't like that. No, sorry, no, he can't take because there's a fork. But okay, this I'm not so sure. This just feels more direct because I'm really threatening to open the center. This not clear. If this, I can defend like this, and yes, he cannot take, but he can do this. No, he can't, because then he's got problems. So I think this, this is probably not a good move because of that. Oh. Okay, maybe for tactical reasons this is strong. Because yes, okay, he would have to play something like knight b8. I can never guess these computer moves. They are so unpredictable. Which is kind of the point of playing computers. They expose you to ideas that you would never think about. Of course, some of these ideas are silly, but you know, sometimes there are tactics behind and you learn things. I mean, there is this alignment, but I can't hit that. This was my plan initially, but I don't really have it anymore. But if I do this, now I have a threat with this rook behind. Kind of. Okay, let's try it. And maybe I just want c4. Okay, so what does he want? He's not going to castle, but okay, king f8, I guess. So knight takes c7. I can win an exchange and the pawn for a knight. I'm not sure I want to do that. An exchange and a pawn for a knight. So knight c7 check. You know, with the idea of taking this way. I damage his pawns. At the end, it is true that he has these lame pawns, but an exchange for a piece, I'm not convinced. I think I need to go for more. This is better. So if this, I just ignore and continue. If he takes, do I have enough defense? Yes, I do. Okay, I think that's it. I just go for that. Try to play faster and more intuitively. I'm just playing way too slow. Okay, so takes makes sense. Takes, there is queen takes, but no, there is no queen takes. So takes, it has to be pawn takes, because of course queen takes, there's knight c7. Knight takes c7 check. So I could attack this one. In fact, I can use this. I can attack the pawn. Because if this, I'm threatening the pawn. He cannot take with the queen. How does he defend this pawn? Like that, of course. And this is again giving a piece for an exchange. It's a little bit suspicious. What about this? The queen would have to go back here, I think, because there is en passant. And then where is my follow-up? I guess I'm gaining space, but for what? Maybe this? Okay, not immediately, but okay. Maybe with the rook on e1 first? Okay, there could be something there. Perhaps even immediately. Sacking the pawn. If I give the pawn here, suppose he takes it, I have this check. What does that do for me? Yeah. There is that. No, that's not good. Or maybe this. Trying to really break things open. Takes, bishop takes. No, it's not great. And then I push. Now we're talking. Actually, okay. So this to threaten this, but what kind of threat is it really? I mean, am I really threatening something? It's not clear how I open the position. This, on the other hand, I think he has to take. Otherwise, I will actually push. I think this is annoying for him. Great, that's perfect. That's what I want to see. So, first of all, I have a check. I need to look at that. But I feel the check helps him because it puts him away from this weak file. So that's not good. This helps him. That's not good. So I think I have to start this way. That just has to be the way to go. And then I still can't. No. Okay, there are. I see a queen here would be mate. So this is actually a mate threat. But okay, what else does it threaten apart from mate? Is there? Because the mate he can easily block. Like how do I gain from that? I need a second threat. Okay, he blocks and then I've improved my queen, but then what? No. Then I have this check. Okay, this is good. Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't have time for knight d4. I think this is strong. The point is the king cannot escape this way or this way. So he has to defend this. Okay, already this has to be over. So of course he will take with the rook. That makes sense. I think I can insert this check first to make this square for my queen. It's just slightly annoying that if queen g4, rook takes, king takes, it's not quite what I want. Yeah. Okay, I can do this with the idea of taking with the queen with a check and threatening this. So I don't think he has time. What is this? Okay, I can take with check first. So I have priority over his knight move. And then queen g6 is a mate threat. What else do I have? Queen g6 is a mate threat. Queen... No. Queen g... Queen g6 is a blunder. Look at this counter tactic. Oh my god, and I lose the queen. Horrible. No. So queen... Okay. Queen g6 loses on the spot due to bishop takes check. Okay, so let's pin this guy instead. That's a safer approach. And we want bishop takes g5. In fact, can we play it now? Bishop takes, bishop takes. Is there a trick somehow? Like bishop takes, bishop takes. So yes, I lost a piece, but can I have a follow-up like this? Where does he go? If he goes here... No. Bishop takes, bishop takes. This is not possible. So I think we start like that. And king h8 will have to be played. It's the only move. And I can't play bishop takes. And he's ooh. Not only I can't play bishop takes, but he's still threatening this. So I need to be a bit careful here. So this, like how... Okay, let's just play this. And then bishop d2. I think we need to simply finish our development. No, not bishop d2, because bishop d2, the idea is get rid of the knight. Okay, but the point is, this is the threat. He's threatening to kick my knight, and then he take this with check. This is really the problem. So first I have to start with that. So that way he can kick the knight with c6, and it's not a big deal. Actually, this is quite brilliant, because of course his threat is this, but if I play this, first of all, this is not check anymore. Yeah, he can play this though. This is so annoying. Why can't he just die? Why can't you just die? I can't believe it. So if I do this, there is still this, and what? I don't have any follow-up? So I just have to go back? Okay, but now if I do this, the difference is if he plays that, this is check. Okay, now there is no more trick. I mean, there are still tricks. Okay, I can exchange queens. Okay, I think that's the simplest. Let's just, given the time situation, let's just liquidate this. Because, yeah, that's not going to end up well. He's got a fork at the end. Oh, no, 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 no. This is so unfair. Shocking. Disgusting. Okay, so I can get a pawn back, but that's kind of useless. So takes, he takes. What? I just can't touch his king? So it takes. What? And he takes here. So what do I want? Like, I can only get a pawn out of this. So if I can take this pawn, he takes this one. I still have to waste the tempo. Say this. He can take this one, and I do this. This, no, he can't take this one. Okay. And if I do this and let him take that, I don't get anything for it, so that's not good. The other option is this. So if this, suppose he takes, no, he can't take that. He has to take back. And then, like, I feel this is more important. Taking this pawn's more important because it breaks his pawn chains. So it should be worth more to take this pawn. Okay. And now we play, okay, bishop h5 was the move. What else is there? Bishop b5, is that better? I'm not sure. I think the difference is here I touch this square. This will be a problem. Honestly, it's impossible to say. I don't know. I don't have time to calculate. One thing is certain, I'm losing this pawn, which is going to be a disaster. So I got completely swindled, like big time. Has to be the move. I can't go here. There's another swindle there. Okay, and now what? And of course, I can't get a pawn back. But, I mean, what else can I do? I have to activate this piece somehow. So if we could somehow swindle a draw, it would be amazing already. But this knight is just stupid. Like, how do I get this guy doing something? No idea. Like, maybe this and this, but it just takes a million tempos. Not to mention that there are problems along the way. This, I feel, doesn't achieve much. What does he want with the knight here? Okay, yes, I wanted my knight here anyway, so sure. Okay, how do I attack? Maybe my knight goes... Yeah, my knight should go here and here. Oh no! And I blundered the fork. Okay, now I lose. And this time I'm afraid it's for real. There's no surviving this. I mean, yeah, okay, I suppose I could do this, but it's just losing. No, this is not survivable. I'm down. Ugh, I don't even get that. Ugh. So it's a full rook. It's not even an exchange. And the worst part is not only it's a full rook, but it's with check. Okay, so I got totally destroyed in this game, which is frustrating because I was winning. And then I blew it like so fast. Okay, so what else can I do? Let's just play forced moves till we get checkmated. Even if we're losing, still try to, like, how, imagine in time trouble, how do we make life hard for the opponent? Okay, I think here there's really nothing, so there's no point in playing on. Okay, I had a quick look at the analysis with Stockfish. So let's jump straight to our first wrong move, knight a3, inaccuracy. I didn't quite know what to do, and of course I was going for knight here, but this is, it's not strong enough. Of course my first intuition was to play this, but I just couldn't quite figure out. Now, first of all, Stockfish says rook a8, and this is all pretty natural, right? You can understand where this is going. With the simple idea of using the pin to then eventually win this pawn. But the real question is why rook a8 and not rook b6? So this is the thing that I missed in my calculation. I was worried about rook b6, but actually you just do this. The knight is pinned, and your follow-up is simply bishop d2. Quite simply, if you look at the threat here, simply is bishop d2. And there's just no good way for black to deal with this. I mean, he just has to play developing moves, but bishop b4, of course, doesn't help this c3. So yeah, that was the simplest way to take the advantage. So I missed that and instead play knight a3, which is okay, but definitely not the best. That's all fine. And this is a mistake. This is a blunder, actually. And the reason is this is still winning, like plus 5.3, as you can see. And then plus 5, apparently, maybe that's not the most precise, but yes, it's still winning, but it's hard to win. There's still a lot of work to do. The simplest way to win this was this. And the point of this move is you're threatening queen h8 mate. I mean, if you look at it, the threat is just queen h8 mate. Now, you might say, yeah, they can do that, sure, but I'm still threatening mate. And there's just no way for him to get out of it. Of course, he cannot play this because there is another mate. It's actually a double mate threat. So the only way is to play this, because of course this blocks the mate. And okay, king g1 wins, of course. I think king g1 is the human defense. But apparently the most precise computer defense is to start like this way and then play king g1. Don't ask. But okay, the point is eventually there's an unstoppable mate. This to create room for the king so that queen h8 is not mate, but still queen h8. And yeah, I mean eventually after the smoke clears, it's going to be mate one way or another. These variations are actually quite complicated to calculate, but the point is, even if you don't see mate, you just win a lot of material by creating these unstoppable mating nets. And you can just, I mean, even if you don't see the mate, you can probably just take the rook and yeah. So that was, of course, the best way to continue. Rook takes f6 is still winning, but it's a very laborious win from here, especially because I could never play bishop takes g5. Here I should have been more modest. Instead of going for the king, and this is an instructive mistake, the simplest is, again, I have these pieces that cannot participate. You know, this is blocked by this, and simple. By just doing this first of all, he doesn't have time to do this because I'm defending it. By doing this first and also hitting the knight, because I'm very happy to trade off the knight, that just eliminates a lot of problems for me. It means that the rook can participate, and suddenly it's a completely different game. Like, just that makes it so much easier to play. Like, so much, you reduce the risk by factor of 5 here by playing a move like this. And this is such a natural move, nothing to calculate. It's just should be the instinctual move. And instead I went for the naive idea of trying to mate the king. But like this kind of move, you play if you concretely can see that you checkmate. Like, yes, if this is forced mate, yes, sure, but it's not. The point is this. I saw this and I thought, oh, I don't know what my next move is, but I don't know, at the very least I can repeat. And I sort of played like this, and then let's figure it out later. This is really the wrong approach to chess. If you don't have a concrete follow-up, just keep improving your position, put more pieces into the game. Yeah, that was pretty lame on my part. So that was quite a pathetic attempt at mating his king, which of course doesn't want to be mated. Okay, so now, yeah, and here again, same thing. Just improve the pieces. Like, why did I try to... First of all, this is just wrong on the tactical reason because of what happened in the game. But secondly, just this, like you keep him in this. His king is permanently weak. Rook is coming here, whether he likes it or not. I mean, this is great. And not only the rook is coming here, but after it comes here, it comes here. And this is just so much better. And it's a natural move because also the bishop becomes protected by the king. It's just everything is so much more solid once the rook is here. All the pieces protect each other. I'm controlling all these important squares, this file. It's just so logical when you see it. Anyway, okay, it doesn't really matter what the computer line is. You get the point. Bishop f2 had to be the right move. Actually, here I missed another tactic. So it looks like I'm losing a piece no matter what I do, and that's why I played this, because I thought, oh, maybe that's like the least losing way, you know, the worst. Well, the best way to lose this piece was to get a pawn for it, and I thought, which pawn do I want? And I decided on this one. But no. There is a way to not lose a piece by counterattacking. The point is he can only take one bishop at a time. And if he takes one, then I take his. Wait a minute. If he takes this one, where is the trick? So yes, I understand if he takes this. No, wait. This is something weird. How does this tactic work? Like, okay, so apparently he doesn't take, but let's say he takes. What is the trick here? I do this and then this. Wait a minute. I mean, no, I was up a piece to begin with. Of course, I was up a piece to begin with. So then, why was this wrong? Because the knight at the end. All that. Okay, so yeah, it's because of the counterplay at the end. This really was the most precise because it shuts down counterplay. If he takes any of them, I take back. So yes, I lose a piece, but he doesn't have an attack at the end with bishop d4, or he doesn't win the knight with trapped on c7. Okay, so it wasn't that obvious actually. It wasn't so obvious. So that, yeah, I mean, okay, I missed it, but it wasn't an obvious miss. Bishop b5. Apparently, yeah, that was more precise. It was also my instinctive move, but I really can't tell you why. I really couldn't decide. Didn't have enough time, and it was a flip of a coin. But still, the move is the same. So I guess the question is, how does the bishop here make it safer? I mean, I guess it controls some squares around the king. If it was here, it would control this one, but not this one. What difference it makes, honestly, I can't really say, but okay. Apparently, this is minus 2.3, and the other version I played is minus 3.4. Okay. Oh, wow, I went the wrong way. Apparently, I had to go this way. Wow. I mean, this is still losing. Yeah, it's still losing. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So apparently that was not the most precise. I could have resisted a lot more by exchanging rooks. Rook e1? Okay, rook d1 probably. And then okay, honestly, it's hard to say because here, so this is not completely losing yet. Minus 1.3. There is still a way. Okay, that of course fell for the fork. Apparently, this is not over. It's not over because he's only got an extra pawn after all. He's only got an extra pawn. I could have perhaps played this for a draw, although it takes some skill to draw that against the computer. You still have to be very precise for a very long time because the computer will not give you the draw. They'll just try to play until the 50 move rule says it's a draw. But okay, that was, could have played that for a draw. Okay, here honestly it doesn't really matter because, you know, which way you lose. Yeah, here you lose with check. Here, yeah, it's true. Okay, that was only an exchange. I mean, of course, it's still completely losing, but okay, that doesn't really matter. I mean, either way was losing, but at least was more precise to drop an exchange rather than a full rook. Okay, anyway, so this is our first loss. I think the conclusion is we can definitely beat this bot, but it takes good concentration, and it really you know, even if you get a winning position, just one wrong move and it just turns. I mean, this is chess for you. So we'll have to be more careful, and perhaps next time we can win.